there's also just a lot of things about this reality that I just can't handle. Like, I babysat for a baby that supposedly was always crying. Like, he wasn't crying with me, but it was like a shock that I would hold him and he would stop crying. And then I had a neighbor who had a baby that almost never stopped crying. Like, my baby never cried. But I always wonder, it's like, why do people, like, how do you know he doesn't have, like, a headache or, like, a muscle cramp? Or, and then I think about animals. And we eat animals, and how do you know you're not eating the flesh of an animal that was just totally miserable? And I went to a girl's house once who kept these two huge dogs in these crates, and they barely had room. And I told my boyfriend to call the Humane Society on them, but whether or not that ever happened, I don't know. And she still looks like she's living this successful life, and I'm like, how could you be blessed with anything after trapping those dogs in those crates their whole life? But I just, it's like fibromyalgia seems to be this, invisible thing that doesn't come up on blood tests. And it's not psychosomatic, so they know it exists, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't seem to come up on blood tests, it doesn't seem to come up on x-rays, but it's not psychosomatic, it's a real thing, it's fibromyalgia. And it's like, how do you know every animal doesn't have, like, something like fibromyalgia? That's, like, very real, they know it's real, and they know it can produce suffering, but it's not ever going to come up on a blood test, and it's not like a cow can tell you that its whole body is sore. And it's like, how do you know? How do you know you're not eating the flesh of animals that are just depressed and miserable and potentially in pain their whole life? Not to mention the fact that they may not even be healthy animals. In the wild, you're not supposed to eat an animal that dies of natural causes or one that looks diseased in any way. So, well, just because we kill the cow before the kidney failure kills him doesn't mean he isn't diseased. Just food for thought, man. Like, anyway, I ate some Girl Scout cookies that had milk in it, and I think I can tell when they use real milk versus fake milk, because the real milk always makes me depressed. But I eat donuts that have milk, and they don't make me depressed, but the cookies make me depressed. Maybe it's just the energy of the Girl Scout.